Let's go to the tail of the tape. Gennady Golovkin getting ready for the main event. He is 37 years of age. Sergiy Derevyanchenko is 33 years of age.
Okay, boxers, we went over the instructions earlier. As a reminder, obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times, touch gloves. Good luck.
He's still among the elite.
We're underway, round one, here at the Garden. From Golovkin, he has the most accurate jab in boxing. Lands over 30% of his jabs, and there, a hook off the jab. Starting to get a work, starting to get a bit of a
professional career is that he's a bit of a slow starter. It's what got him into a bit of a hole with Daniel Jacobs. Happened against Jack Poquet, dug himself out of it.
Fighting on fire. He needs fire, and there should be no greater motivation than right here with this man in front of him. Now Derevyanchenko moving his head a little bit more. Has to be a bit discouraging, getting off to a solid start, then suddenly you're on the canvas.
He's over the 160-pound limit. He missed it just a little bit. 160 pounds, 170.2 pounds. Made it on the second.
Oh! And down he goes. The uppercut starts the free fall.
5, 6, 7, 8. He's here.
He's scoring, but he's fought well.
No, he's boxed well, and he's backing up Golovkin, which is what you're supposed to do. Back up the monster and go to the body.
Golovkin now goes to the body as well, but knocked down in the first round.
It did look like Derevyanchenko was a little off balance trying to go under those shots, and he got caught in a perfect spot, just went down.
Now he's gonna... 3 more good jabs, but he is starting to bleed there, and there's a hook off the jab.
Thank you, BK. We had a chance to speak to Roger.
I love those body shots by Derevyanchenko and getting the angle on Golovkin.
He's going to work. He knows the clock is ticking.
Making Golovkin miss just like that.
Steve Smoger, we're hearing that the commission has ruled that from an accidental.
What I was saying earlier about how Golovkin is physically. He did miss the first weigh-in at the 170-pound limit, the second-day weigh-in.
Great action here in round 3. Derevyanchenko is forced to move back. That rarely happens. A constant stream. Chris Mannix giving that round to Gennady Golovkin. Claudia Trejos has more. Claudia?
Thank you, BK. I just had a quick chat with Jonathan Banks. Their sense of urgency.
Busier in throwing hard shots as well. There's another one to the body. Just missing with that right hand, but he's busy. And when he pulled this out, he is being severely tested. Everything is on the line. Backing up Derevyanchenko. Crowd senses it. Combinations. The crowd is behind Golovkin. Derevyanchenko.
You have mentioned a couple of times that he has to throw his hands. What kind of reaction do you get from him?
He's got a good chin. He's been able to weather a number of storms in this fight. One last round.
Okay, take time to breathe and reset it, okay? When you get close to him, I need to have that.
We have heard
you to push forward. Start touching all that back again like you're flying. Is that working? Let's go. Let's go, Drew. Let's get this title.
Second job. Getting the angles, making Golovkin miss and trying to back him up. That's key, and that was game plan and strategy on Andre Rozier's. I've had success against Golovkin. Get him the inside, bang him to the body, and back him up.
Going to the body after the jabs, but he continues to have success with the jab, and now.
And back to backing up Golovkin. He had some good success, landed an overhand right on Golovkin.
Golovkin is able to take his time. Obviously, is outstanding. Straight up the middle with the right hand comes Golovkin. The championship wise. And here's how Chris Mannix hasn't scored so far. It is that close.
And let me tell you something. If you're Jonathan Banks in Golovkin, so could it forebode something in this fight?
Good uppercut by Golovkin there. He's still a dangerous man, but right now, Derevyanchenko.
In this corner, they're asking Gennady to keep throwing those hands. That left hook that you guys mentioned really created some trouble for Gennady, but
tries again to the body with the right hand, and then comes back with a hook to the head. Just good versatility to his game.
Oh yeah, he turned southpaw.
It's gone back and forth. Chris Mannix has it even. These judges are looking at this so closely, and these are difficult rounds to score. The cuts of the point could be moot, and they will just go to the judges' cards at the end of 12 rounds. Right now, Chris Mannix is giving multiple together, boxing beautifully throughout the night. Look at him fire back again. Every time Golovkin starts to have success, Derevyanchenko comes back. Beautiful uppercut, tight rounds.
Extremely tight rounds. I don't think they can be truly comfortable that they've won too many of them decisively.
I mean, they've got to be thrilled with the work. Derevyanchenko has been...
In a way, Sergio, I think Canelo Alvarez set a bit of a blueprint. That if you can take these punches, you can throw a lot more back.
Absolutely, and Derevyanchenko executing.
That right hand was blocked. That one as well. Crowd is reacting to it, and maybe the judges can as well. But Derevyanchenko goes firing off a combination on Triple G.
And you can tell there's a sense of urgency in Derevyanchenko. If you're on in time.
It's a good point. Good point. Doctors are going to take a close look again here in New York. You saw there are a number of doctors up there on the ring apron in his career. Chris Mannix giving Derevyanchenko that 5th round as Golovkin comes out firing here in the 6th. Comes Derevyanchenko.
One thing I know, Brian, is the older you get, the less you could take punches to the head and to the body, and we're seeing that with
Golovkin answer. Just missed with the hook.
That has won him the rounds that he's won.
Golovkin goes back to work with the jab. Take a look at the power punches through round 7. Quite what we expected. Although we should learn in this building that can happen.
That's what Derevyanchenko and Andre Rozier expected.
Seconds left in this round. Golovkin, though, heart of a champion. Hall of Fame official scorecard for us. A lot of these rounds, Chris, is it fair to say, could swing either way?
Several of them could have swung either way.
Important to note, final minute of this fight. Previous round in round 6, and now here round 7. He gets to work immediately, but Derevyanchenko is solid, straight up the middle, with his hooks, with his right hands. And with that,
clearly when you're a bloody eye.
Well, Sergio, along those lines, it seems like Sergiy is reacting well to this, right? He is not wiping at it. He's not freaked out, in other words.
The worst thing, and if he gets just one more round, he could win a decision.
Gennady Golovkin now might feel the sense of urgency. You see the numbers right there. Up against a severe test here tonight. Final 30 seconds. Let's see what they got. Did land, though, by Triple G. Interesting fight now. Everything is in the balance. As every round, good counter jab by Derevyanchenko, and he fires out a few more. He is fired up. Feeling the urgency very much in the balance, and that cut. Derevyanchenko's corner has done an outstanding job. We haven't even mentioned it now in this round. It's barely a factor. Good jab. Golovkin is firing now. Derevyanchenko, good defensive work, and he fires back. Straight up the middle. Has been terrific throughout this fight. He had everything stacked against him. That's a good hook. Jacobs, he fought well, but came up short on the short end of a split decision. But now he is having the night of his life. Eye is closed up. Good uppercut by Golovkin to open up round 9. They get right at it. Derevyanchenko's corner is done now.
And I think it will get worse as Golovkin with that jab.
As he hits him again, then a right hand after the jab as well. Golovkin his last 4 minutes, and he could be trailing. Derevyanchenko. Good combination by Derevyanchenko. We are following up the right hand. Suddenly things change dramatically.
Golovkin took 2 deep breaths right now in the last 2-3 rounds.
His offense is just tight, Sergio. Look at that. And hard shot to the body. Golovkin is wobbled. Golovkin looks hurt.
Golovkin's hurt to the body. Downstairs, and that's been the difference.
Right hand to the head by Derevyanchenko. He has had a tremendous fighting spirit. Up on his toes, moving. He's got rhythm. Golovkin will try to take it away from him. And now we go to work. Derevyanchenko.
Incredibly close. But Derevyanchenko, I thought, has done a great job of securing these rounds, at least in the last 2.
Right hand and a hook coming from Golovkin in Golovkin tonight. Again, we don't know the level of his sickness, if he was ill, just not feeling great. A little less starch in his game here. The punch, I believe he does think that, right?
I think he believes that. It depends on what he's been told by the referee. It's the referee's job to
knock down, facing adversity. Just what a fight, what a heart of a champion of Derevyanchenko.
Derevyanchenko's punches, Sergiy. It's a good round. Golovkin has had success as well. These are tough rounds. Hard right hand. Crowd is roaring as the bell rings.
How you feeling, sir?
You guys okay?
We're good.
He's all right. Relax. Your time, champ. Whose time is it? Whose time is it? Your time.
Did not look good there in the corner. He was spitting blood. He is taking deep breaths. He's got to dig down.
I'm humbled watching both these guys, Brian. It's just I know the adversity that Sergiy Derevyanchenko is going through. The cut, the knockdown, everything.
One thing this reminds me of, Brian, if you go back to the spring of 2018, Golovkin had an opportunity to fight Derevyanchenko when Canelo dropped out of that fight.
Rounds to Derevyanchenko and has him leading, and Derevyanchenko is getting after it here in round 10. Pounding on Golovkin, hooks to the head. Golovkin is wobbled. Both men have emptied the tank, but they're trying.
That cut becomes basically a target, doesn't it? I mean, that's what you're aiming for every single time you go to the head.
You tear that cut apart with solid jabs. Do not really.
We can get more information. That's just coming to us right now. Again, they get through this round, and Golovkin again took a big gulp of air there.
That's his third one this round.
No, Brad, I didn't finish.
Done outstanding work here in this fight, and that body shot, again, that was a wounded Triple G, and we've rarely seen that. I mean, you just don't see this man hurt. Gennady Golovkin.
Beautiful angles by Derevyanchenko, not forgetting the body, getting the angles, spinning off the ropes, banging away an angle on him. I would love to see Derevyanchenko double up those body shots.
Derevyanchenko, the last 3 rounds, has had an edge in power shots, 45 to 31. So what you're saying, Kenny had every reason to think everything was stacked against him. But he is right back in it. He digs to the body again.
Keep him up.
G signing up with DAZN, has his own promotional company, getting into a long-term deal with the hopes of getting Canelo Alvarez, and now that is on the line, very much so.
Where that cut came from to make sure they're aware.
Golovkin fires back with a jab. Steve Smolger, you want to back that up? What is supposed to happen in that case? Just short and hard. Golovkin fires back, now with the right hand after a hook. Derevyanchenko fires back straight up the middle. 3 jabs in a row.
The knockdown has us a little behind, but he's working. He's doing a lot of good things. You can't wait, though.
Uppercut by Golovkin. Derevyanchenko has him on the ropes. Now they spin out, and that's the fight. That was the war.
Kevin Morgan scores it 114-113. Eric Marlinsky and Frank Lombardi both have it 115 to 112 to the winner by unanimous decision. Once again, a world champion from Karaganda, Kazakhstan, the new IBF IBO middleweight champion of the world, Gennady Golovkin.